All right, so for the last part of this chapter, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what are called application display templates, or ADTs. Now, just to avoid some confusion here, ADTs are used for the widgets that we can place on the page. These can be used for things like the asset publisher or navigation, tags navigation, different things like that. And we'll look at some of those options in a second, okay? What these allow us to do is provide a presentation layer, a template similar to what we did with the web content structures. So with web content structures, we had web content templates that control the presentation by referencing the structure and displaying it in a certain way, okay? Application display templates allow us to essentially do the same thing. They allow us to control the display of other widgets that we can place on a page for view, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at basically a few of the options that we have for the application display templates, okay? So first off, you can create application display templates by going into the build section and clicking on application display templates, okay? All right, if I click on the add section here, you'll see all of the ADTs. I'm using that as a shorthand for application display templates. All of the ADTs that are available. So again, asset publisher, blogs, breadcrumbs, we see wikis, tags, category navigation, just regular navigation, okay? So basically your front end team has a lot of control here over how they can present certain content on the pages without having to restart the server or redeploy or any of those kinds of things, okay? And we, of course, as the content teams, can take advantage of these templates by applying them to our pages or our different widgets and making sure that the content that we create looks good, okay? All right, so we're gonna look at an example here of preparing our Livingston Life site to look good when we start generating blogs. So we've already set up an asset publisher on that page, on the home page for blogs. So we've configured it so our blogs will be displayed. Now what we can do is we can take advantage of an application display template to make sure our blogs are presented in a specific way that looks very, very nice, okay? So let's go ahead and do that, okay? If you're not already here, go ahead and log in and open up the menu, okay? Click on the site selector and click on My Sites and the Livingston Life site. Okay, we've been here before. All right, now this is going to be a pretty simple process here. What we want to do is we want to make sure we bring in our new ADT, and then we can go ahead and apply it to our asset publisher, okay? So in build for the Livingston Life, go ahead and click on application display templates. All right, click on the add menu and choose the asset publisher template, okay? For this guy, we're gonna call it blog entries for the template, okay? And we're gonna click choose file. All right, and you will find the application display template.ftl in our exercises. Again, if you're not already here from the last video, go ahead and go to C Liferay or user home Liferay, LRUREL exercises, and then go ahead and find that fourth chapter where we have the application display template.ftl. And FTL, of course, is a free marker file. Okay. So go ahead and click on open and save. Okay, so this is something that our front-end developers can hand off to us and we can just add to the platform and take advantage of for our content display on our pages. Okay. All right, so let's go back to that asset publisher and configure it even further than we had before. Click on Go to Site, click on the Options menu, and Configuration. Okay. Make sure to click on Display Settings here. All right, and we're going to change the template, which by default is abstract. So go ahead and change this to blog entries. That's our new ADT. Okay. All right, we'll leave Show Content here, and we'll change the number of items to display to 6. So we only want to show 6 at a time, okay? Oh, but what if someone wants to read older blog articles, okay? Well, first of all, that's awesome because that's exactly what we want them to want to do for Livingston. And second of all, it's a very easy addition here. All we need to do is click on the pagination type drop down here and change it from none to regular, okay? Okay, what this will do is it'll allow them to continue to click through blog entries after the latest 6 are on the front page. Okay. All right, so nice and easy. We can go ahead and click Save. All right, and when we continue on here into the next section, we will actually see what our ADT is going to do to present our new blog entries. Okay. All right, so go ahead and close this. We have now fully configured our asset publisher, and we are now prepared to add new blogs to Livingston Life. So that's what we're going to do in the next chapter. We're going to focus on blogs, the benefit of blogs, of course, and how to create them. And then we'll bring in some blogs for Livingston Life and see how they are presented on our Livingston Life homepage. Okay. All right, so just to recap here, we have a number of widgets that can have application display templates that allow us to control the presentation similarly to what we did with the content templates. Okay. Now, while this is the responsibility of a front-end developer, it is something that we can add into our sites and use throughout our different site widgets. Okay. As another note, custom widgets that are created or custom applications that are created by our developers can also actually tie into the API for ADTs, and they can actually provide that as an option. And the benefit of that is what it would allow them to do is provide the functionality for the widget or application and allow the front-end developers to come in and provide either a new display or multiple new displays without having to redeploy anything. So it's a really good option to add to your applications, and you can actually take a look at how to do that in the backend developer videos. Okay. All right, so this wraps up chapter 4. Like I said, in the next chapter, we're going to focus on blogs, and then we can continue from there. Okay. So thanks for your time, and I'll see you in chapter 5.